Look, you have major goals this year. This year is the year you finally make a move and do the thing you always said you would. And I'll be right next to you because 2024 is the year I stopped playing games, stopped doubting myself, and finally launched my new business. Although this new journey will be filled with ups and downs, twists and turns, I hope that you will come on this journey and ride out with me. Yes, I found them. In order to achieve everything that I set out to do in 2024, I need to take my affirmations seriously, and that's why I wanted to get these transparent sticky notes. I've been looking everywhere to get some of these because we got to put our affirmations in a place where we will see them every single day and say them daily. That's actually something that my mentor told me about doing. I need to write these bad boys because we cannot let the whole month go by without putting our affirmations up on a wall, on a mirror, something, and saying them every single day. What is up, hustle babes? Are y'all okay? It is 2024 and I felt like 2023 flew by like skated. I barely saw it. And we're already in a new year. I hope and pray that this year so far has been a blessing to you. But y'all, we got big goals this year. We got major things that we want to accomplish, okay? 2024 is our year, and I am not accepting anything less. I start off the year with a major goal of launching a brand new brand. B&B. I like it. Launching a B&B, a brand new brand. And this is something that I actually put off. I wanted to launch this brand maybe for over a year and a half now. I was supposed to launch it last year and didn't do it because I just didn't set aside the time to dedicate to launching it. I was so focused on helping my clients launch and my students launch and build brands and all this stuff. I was focused on everybody else's brand as well as what everybody else had going on in their personal life and showing up for people. And I didn't show up for myself to execute a major goal that I had, which is launching this new brand. And guess what? I'm not giving myself no excuses. None of that in 2024. We are focused, and we are so focused that I did something really crazy. I slapped a date on the calendar. Friday, January 26th. I slapped that date on the calendar, and that's my launch date, y'all. And we gonna make it happen. There is no reason it can't happen. It's gonna be a wild ride, making sure that I do everything I need to do up until that point. But I am taking y'all on the journey with me, and that journey starts today. So today is Saturday, January 6th, and today I am doing some pre-launch prep. I'm going to be making a master checklist and really just organizing everything that needs to get done for this launch. I am also going to be getting my mind right. So I'm shopping for some things to do my affirmations and to just make sure that I set the year off right with gratitude. And then I also need to get these piggies done because they haven't been done since last year. So we need to go get our toes done. But first things first, let's go to TJ Maxx to grab a glass jar that we'll use for gratitude. And I'll explain what all of that is, but let's get out of here. It is a new day, but y'all, today we are getting stuff done, okay? It's gonna be a little stressful, but we gonna get this stuff done. So pretty much today, what I am working on is I am working on compiling everything that I need to get done pre-launch wise, and I'm gonna put it into a timeline. I think that this is gonna be beneficial to me because I only got literally like 20 days to launch and I have so much left to do. So I don't think I mentioned it in this video actually, so you don't know yet. So the new brand that I'm launching is called HBU. It's short for Hustle Babe University, and HBU is a play on words for a reason that you'll find out soon. But pretty much Hustle Babe University is the premier destination for new aspiring entrepreneurs and also entrepreneurs who aren't new to business but are struggling with growth and, expanding their audiences and things like that. And it is a resource for you if you do not have like the top tier funds to just be pouring into certain programs and things like that. This is really for the woman who deserves more, right? Like, that you deserve more. That your budget shouldn't be a limiting factor to you, and that you have what it takes to be a great entrepreneur, but you just need a little boost. You need top tier education without the top tier price tag attached to it. That is pretty much what HBU is created for. It's a mixture of digital and physical tools to help you launch your brand, grow your brand, and scale your brand in all aspects. I am so excited for this, like literally so excited. Y'all know that I don't hold back when it comes to my videos and stuff, and to be able to put resources together, whether it's planners, physical and digital, ebooks, physical and digital workbooks, and just other tools and resources. Y'all, I'm so excited. But let's talk about this checklist real quick, right? So y'all see HBU. Okay, but anyway, let's talk about this checklist. So I actually started on my launch to-do list back in like November or something. I had brain dumped things that I needed to get done, but as you can see, some of the stuff is not categorized and basically nothing is checked off because I haven't gone through and updated this. So I'm gonna go through this and adjust the dates because we don't got 10 weeks. We really got like 3 or 4. So I'm gonna adjust the dates. I'm gonna like mark off whatever it is that I've already completed. And then I'm gonna categorize the things that aren't categorized yet down here. So I did all of my branding stuff first, as far as like hashing out my problem and solution, hashing out like my audience and things like that, my brand power statement, all that stuff. There's a little bit of stuff that I still have left to do with the branding, which is like, I want to do some deeper audience research. And I also need to finish up my visuals. Like my website isn't created yet. What else? I think my thank you cards aren't done yet and some other stuff, but that's a whole separate beast. On this main checklist, I'm just going to put like complete the branding for it, and then I'll check it off once it's done. But this is really like my behind the scenes stuff for the most part, things that just need to get done, the operation that needs to be running. And then my promotional checklist is something completely different, and it looks like this a little bit. Just to show y'all a little sneak peek. I like literally put this together in a template format and I give it to my ULC students, but I'm thinking for HBU, I may sell this. Y'all let me know. Do you think I should sell this launch promotional timeline? It is so easy to use, right? All you do is like, you plug in your launch date in the box and then it will automatically compute when you should start doing stuff. Like, ain't that cool? So let me know. I don't know. I feel like my ULC students don't want me to sell it, but if it'll help a lot of people out, I'm thinking of selling it and then putting together like maybe a 25-minute mini class with it to kind of explain how to use it. So let me know in the comments if you think I should sell this through HBU. Okay, we're gonna have to like rebrand it and everything because this was made for ULC, but let me know if we should like update it and, put it in a way that makes sense to sell it as a digital product for HBU. But I'm about to get started on this checklist and I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like when I'm done. This one I really make stuff based off of what I did. So I'm looking back on this brand checklist that I made when I launched my shoe boutique. And honestly, I updated this when I started the Brand Hustler LLC. And here I am again, looking at the brand checklist for HBU, like using it to create the checklist. I'm trying to see what I missed here. So y'all, I use my stuff. Let us pray. You got this. I got it. All right.
Plenty survive with this. Just to make your money day. But my people then go say I know one buy, I know one die, I know one payment.
I am finally done with this checklist thing. It is now 6:23. Even though I don't think I told you what time I started, it took a little bit of time because I had to be strategic. There's so much left to do and so little time. This is what it looks like. This is what's completed at the top, and this is stuff that I started that honestly within like a day or two that will get done. If you are going to take on the challenge and set a launch date and stick to it, and if your launch date is coming up pretty soon, I'm gonna help you out and I'm going to give you this completely for free. I did the work for you. It took me like probably almost 2 hours to brain dump and put everything together, but I'm gonna give it to you for free to help you out. What I would love for you to do is to open up my description box and then get it, but then come back and comment and let me know that you got your pre-launch checklist. I actually have created different versions of this. So I have a version for if you are starting like a boutique or a shoe boutique or anything like that in the fashion realm with physical products. I then have a version for cosmetics, makeup, skincare, those type of physical products. And then I have this version which is more geared towards digital product creation. So whichever realm that you fall into, I'm gonna give you 3 different versions so I can take away some of the legwork for you and at least you have the pre-launch checklist. Now this doesn't include what you need to do to promote and stuff like that, but it does include a lot of the back end brand and business work that needs to get done before you launch. So open up my description box, click the link, and then let me know that you got your checklist by commenting. And I hope that this helps you out a ton. What I'm about to do now is I actually need to set up my 2024 calendar. So I bought this brand new calendar. It's so cute, but it's so heavy. I bought this new calendar from Home Goods, I think, or TJ Maxx. I bought this from there. And I'm about to hang this up closer to my green wall. So I'm gonna replace this dry erase board with that calendar because I just feel like it should be right here so I could get up, I could write on it, and then it forces me to move this dry erase board over here. So when I want to brainstorm and stuff, I gotta get up out my seat because I be sitting too much. So I'm gonna do that switcheroo, and then I am going to put my important dates on here for my launch, so that way at least I have a visual. So let's go get that done right now.
I want enjoy, I want your life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want to know.
I am so proud of myself that I am actually doing this, y'all. Writing it on the calendar, it sealed the deal for me. It made everything concrete. Literally since starting the Brand Hustler LLC, I have wanted to start another product-based business. And although I have 3 core ideas, this was one of the core ideas, and to see that I'm actually doing it now is mind-blowing. Like I started the Brand Hustler LLC mid 2019 and I'm finally launching a new product brand like finally in 2024. 2024 is the year. Y'all, like I have set so many goals for myself, my business bestie Kai, her boyfriend, and Andy, Emmy. We all sat down to do our vision boards on the 1st of January. And as you can see, HBU, this is all I want y'all to see. As you can see, HBU is front and center, okay? This is our brand board, and this is the amount that I want to make this year minimum. I want to hit 6 figures in our first year of business, and I know it is absolutely doable. So I actually have mapped out all of my goals for this year, and I've done annual planning for this year. I do have to finish up one more set of goals. I haven't done my launch goals for HBU yet. Although I've set the yearly goals and quarterly goals, I haven't sat down and set my launch week or launch month goals. And I haven't done that yet because I haven't finalized all of my pricing yet. I know that I want it to be within a certain price range or below a certain price point just because of the positioning in the market that I am coming in at, because I've done my competitor research and things like that. But I want to do more research into my target audience. That way I can solidify what my pricing is going to be for at least the first few collections. So I'm actually about to do that audience research right now. After I'm done with that, I'll be able to finalize my prices and set my launch goals, because your launch goals are actually supposed to be a mixture of knowing what your budget is, because your budget plays into how much you can pay when it comes to promotion, whether it's ads, influencers, etc. Your budget also plays into how much inventory you can get. So for me, with the initial collection, we have one physical product and the rest are digital products. So I only have to worry about the print and ship of one product out of the entire collection. So that keeps my budget kind of low in that area. You want to think about your budget. You want to think about like the marketing of it and all that type of stuff. That plays into what your launch goals are. And obviously I got to think of the time frame as well. Usually I have people do a 90-day launch plan where you have a 30-day pre-launch period minimum. Some of my students do a 60-day pre-launch period. As you can tell, I literally have only had I think my first post was 2 or 3 days ago. So I have like a 23 pre-launch period, 23 day. And I haven't really gone full-fledged. So in reality, it's only gonna be like a 20-day pre-launch. So I have to consider that when I'm setting my launch goals as well. But I want to show y'all how to do audience research. So let me hop behind my computer screen real quick and I'm gonna run y'all through some things because I gotta give y'all some gems before we close out this vlog. Andy, guess what I just found out? I told you about Google surveys before. They don't exist anymore. No, they just decided to sunset it. I am heartbroken, like legit heartbroken. I wish I was recording when I just found out what I just found out because my mouth was on the floor. I literally just found out that Google surveys is not a thing anymore at all. And pretty much Google surveys was a tool that Google created to give business owners the opportunity to research their audience by creating surveys that they will then send out to people who you had told them to send it out to based on like demographics, geographics, and things like that. So a big part of building a brand, right, is making sure that you're thinking about who the end consumer is going to be and building things that make sense to them. So your branding as far as visuals need to make sense for them, but your branding in terms of your messaging, your voice, your personality, all of that needs to make sense to them. In addition to that, you also want to make sure that you are creating products that they actually want and need. For this specific business, for HBU, I wanted to use Google surveys as a way to validate the products that are going to be in my collections this year, as well as to validate the information more specifically that was going into those. So I find that a lot of digital product owners right now are just throwing things together. They're buying templates and reselling them, or they're just like literally throwing stuff together that's really vague. It's not really that helpful and they're selling it. But for me, the way that I'm entering the market, the positioning that I'm taking is I'm giving y'all no fluff actual stuff. Like I'm giving y'all ebooks that will give you the strategy or the step-by-step, play-by-play, as if you were to enroll in a class or a program or anything like that. Like literally you'll have the cheat code at your fingertips. And in order for me to do that, I need to know specifically, I want to hear from my audience's mouth what they're struggling with, or you know, why they're struggling with certain things, what they don't fully understand, so that I can make my products even better. And now Google surveys doesn't exist, so I got to figure out what the hell to do. It's like they just keep cutting things down for business owners. I don't know what the hell is going on, but they did something like this years ago with Facebook ads, because Facebook used to have a full platform where you can research audiences. They don't have that anymore. Now the version they have is only for your current audience. Think about it. If we're trying to grow, I don't really need to just learn more only about my current audience of the people that follow me, because let's say like I am trying to rebrand, or let's say I'm attracting the wrong audience and I want to start attracting the right audience. If my current audience is the incorrect audience, the people who aren't converting, the people who aren't connecting to my brand or to me, if I'm a personal brand, I need to find the people who will connect to me. Therefore, me just having information on my current audience is not really helpful, right? And I feel like this is the same thing. So it happened with Facebook, now it's happening with Google, of all freaking places. So I'm a little annoyed because I really wanted to run those surveys, and now I gotta figure out an alternative and tap into my current audience and leverage them when I was gonna do that anyway, but I just wanted to maximize it. Let's talk about audience research and how it plays a part into your launch. So pretty much when you are building a brand, right? And if you've launched already, you may be guilty of not like doing this. So if you haven't done this, you probably want to start doing this, because audience research is crucial. Your brand is the heartbeat of your business. Your brand is literally what sells. Your brand is literally what connects. Your audience, they're the consumers who are going to be attracted to your brand. Therefore, you need to make sure that you build a brand that's attractive to them, as well as sell products that are specific to the pain points that they're experiencing. When it comes to audience research, it allows you to research your audience so that way you can be able to answer those questions. So I'm about to show y'all on my screen some of the tools that I use, or that I'm going to use right now to research them, because some of the tools that I used to use don't exist anymore. The first tool that I use, and I've actually been using this since I started my shoe boutique. So I've been using this for over 6 years, maybe 6-7 years. This has been a tool that has stuck around, so thank God. But it's Google Trends, and I pretty much use it to see the search behavior of my potential audience, as well as to see what people are searching and where they're searching it. So I put in a keyword that will relate to my product. So in this case, the initial collection that we're coming out with for HBU is actually a launch collection. Our consumer will probably be searching how to launch a business, probably like how to build a brand for the first time, stuff like that. So when you search it, Google is automatically going to pull data based on what people were searching, when they were searching it, and from where they were searching it. So you can set your country up here. You can also change the time frame if you want to. I typically do at least like the past year, unless it's something that I'm trying to see difference between quarters. For this sake, I'm just going to do past 90 days just to show you how it works. We actually use this to come out with our collection topics. So all of our collections for HBU, they're already planned out based on the quarter and based on what people are searching typically during that time and what they need help with, what their pain points are. So that's just a little gem thing for you. You can do that to figure out when to launch certain things as well, or when to come out with certain collections. You can then see the top places that are searched, depending on if it's the United States or a different country. It'll have the states, the regions, provinces, all that type of stuff, as well as other related searches for them. Now, like I mentioned, I did use Google surveys before. It does not exist anymore. So I started to look for alternatives. I came across this new tool that Google currently has in beta, and it's called, I think it's called Google Insights Finder. You can only use it if you are a part of their test group. When I click it, it tells me that I can't use it. But what it looks like, it's going to give you ways to get to know your audience, and it's going to give you ways to reach them. And so I think it combines basically trends and surveys together. That's what I am predicting. Okay, because it says take action on your insights, and then you can target them directly with ads. So depending on when you're watching this vlog, it may be out. So I say to check it. Think with Google is also another good one. I use that mostly just to see how consumers are changing day to day. I haven't used it to do deep audience research on my specific audience. It's just more so of how consumers are shifting based on the world. Anyway, I did keep searching to see if I can find some Google survey alternatives, and I just learned that SurveyMonkey actually has a research aspect where you can basically define your audience and they'll give them the survey that you created, which is exactly what Google Surveys did. I went through and kind of like set my survey up. I put that my survey is going to be 5 questions, and I put that I wanted to have 150 responses. I set my country to the United States. I set my gender to women, and then my age range to 21 to 44, and income range, I didn't change it at all. I just left it. If I were to actually do this, which I am honestly contemplating doing this, like I'm 80% gonna do this, I would add more criteria to just refine my audience even more, or to define my audience, because I haven't launched yet. So define my audience even more. And then I may even add screening questions. So I'll either add screening questions to like disqualify people, or I'll do more of a criteria, or I'll do both. But what I did notice is the more developed my survey was, or the more developed my criteria was for my audience, the more expensive they became. So this right now is $2.25 per response, per full completed response, and it'll be $337.50 if I were to get 150 responses. But apparently it will come back super fast. Today is January 7th, and it says the estimated completion date is less than 8 hours, coming back by January 8th, which is freaking insane. Hopefully this little tidbit was helpful to you. As I'm going on the journey of this new brand, my goal is to share as much as I possibly can. That way it can help y'all out, okay? So, and that way, honestly, I just want to document the process for me and my reasons. I wasn't able to fully document the process when I had my shoe boutique. So being able to fully document the process from ground up with this new brand is special to me. But I want to make sure that it's actually impacting you and it's actually helpful to you. So comment down below anything that you want me to share about my process of building a new brand, launching this brand, getting physical products, digital products, any of that. Comment that down below. Got my sticky notes and I got my book. I actually wrote out all of my affirmations in this book. And basically what I'm going to be doing is taking the affirmations from my book, putting them on transparent sticky notes, which is something that my mentor actually told me about. And then I'm going to be putting them in my bathroom on this wall somewhere. So this is my office bathroom. I'm probably going to do this wall because it's right by the mirror. And that way I can come in every single day and look at my affirmations all on this wall and look in the mirror and say them to myself. Not one time, not 2 times, but 3 times every single day, because I am speaking them into existence. I actually had a live session within my membership group, the E-Hustle Club, and I invited some people from my email list to join us. We actually did affirmations just this past week. And then this week coming up, we are doing vision boards. Mine is already done, but I'm gonna walk the ladies through doing theirs this week. So if you are interested in doing vision boards, make sure you're on my email list and just look out for the email. I randomly send invites. So just look out for that email. It's about to be a time, but let's get into these affirmations. It's going to be the last thing that I do tonight before I wrap up in the office. But I'm still going to be working on the couch, and I'm probably going to watch some Tubi because I have become quite a Tubi addict lately. If you got some new Tubi movies or some good Tubi movies that I could watch, some drama, hood drama, all that, comment that down below as well. But let me get to these affirmations.
Playing from Nelly's Moneymaker 2.
Why would you do that?
What's it go? G-Wagon, all the Bentley. The girl ride the whip. I know we die for nothing. What's it go? G-Wagon, all the Bentley. The girl ride the whip. I know we different things that happening, schemes and packaging. In a one night for shows, I'm juggling. Flow like the ocean, boat I'm paddling. Cherishing a fella, that's my bro, my family. Frozen dreams. When it comes to money, I they concentrate. Because tell you straight, you are not my mate. If you become a son, I'll be head of state. But my people then go say, I don't want buy, I don't want die, I don't want payment, I want enjoy, I want job life, I want buy motor, I want build house, I still want turn up. What's it gonna be? G-Wagon, all the Bentley. The girl them ride the whip. I know we die for nothing. What's it gonna be? G-Wagon, all the Bentley. The girl them ride the whip. I know we